What's going on? What's going on, man? We are live and in full effect. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all been waiting and anticipating. So we
Yes,
are
sir.
finally back, man. Uh with a new year, a new beginning. Hold up, man. I got some shit going on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let me get comfortable. Let me get comfortable on on the couch and see what it do, man. You know what I'm saying? Them vocals coming out pretty good, brother.
Yeah, man, I can hear you just great, bro. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying?
yeah, man. I'm trying these new wireless mics. You know what I'm saying? So uh gonna try to keep it real player. Oh, let me see. Shit, ain't nobody in here.
Boy, got the fire.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta have that fireplace going on, man.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Not my nuts.
Not my nuts either.
Not my nuts. What's going on, draft man? You know what I'm saying?
Man,
It's
just chilling, man. You know, first in our opinion podcast of the year, man. Just in the building doing what we doing. Just happy to be alive, coming alive in 2025. That's what I'm saying. We coming alive in 2025. Dog,
coming
how
a
you
lot.
doing, man?
Man, I'm doing all right, man. You know what I'm saying? This first week been a little trying for me though, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about
Oh,
from the word go. Bro, you realize how much shit been shaking since the new year has begun? And I don't know if
man, I tell
how many people it's affecting, but it's damn sure affected me.
you, oh,
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's just been,
what's going on with you?
man, just business shit really. Nothing really personal. But when it happens, when the business get sideways, it turns personal. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a weird situation at the beginning of the year, man. But all I do is keep my feet on the ground and keep walking.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. First of all, what's up, John Clapton in the building? I'm gonna tell you like this, man. It's been crazy, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. The first few days of the year has been pretty good. I don't know, man. I'm feeling a feeling of prosperity in the air, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling the spirit of great positive vibes and communication this year, man. I don't know what it is, man. We're gonna come alive in 2025. So whatever you're going through, that just may be a stepping stone to greater things. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Yeah.
So I noticed that you had posted a picture of your little ponytails on the ground, man. I mean, what's going on with you cut your little ponytails off, man?
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna tell you. The funny thing about it, yeah, I cut them off, man. I actually had a 5 year plan. And basically I started them in I started them in May of 2020. And
hmm
so I said I let them grow for 5 years. And so I was trying to make May of 2025, but I did make 2025. So I got to a point, man. This grade do what it want to do, and then I said, okay, I completed my mission, I completed my plan, and then I said, hey, it's on to a different journey. And it's funny because I went ahead and cut them off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt some kind of way. But I was like, listen, I got enough pictures of my hair blowing in the wind. I got enough pictures of my hair under my helmet. I got enough pictures with my hair just sitting on my shoulders. I'm cool. So I'm just on a different journey, man. My birthday is next Friday. So I just said, hey. And so my loctician, she was like, well, man, just keep the locks. Keep the locks and you can just reattach it. Just thug it out for 3 or 4 months. Let your hair grow back and it'll be healthier and stronger. And then you can thug it out and then we'll reattach them. And I said to her, I said, yeah, okay. But the truth of the matter is, I think that journey has passed me by. So, and the funny
So
part about it,
so so you got a flat top, slick ball. What you working with, man?
I'm going back to the Mohawk, man. That's what people don't understand. Like I see people now, some of the people that I met after 2020, and they were like, man, you cut your hair, what the hell? But they don't understand. I started with a Mohawk. So that's how I started my locks with a Mohawk. So I'm just going back to the sponged up look Mohawk. And then my daughter was like, Dad, she has locks, and she was like, Dad, uh, just do the sponge look. And I said, why? Now I know why, because them little boys be having their little hair big and sponged up like that. So And I said, okay, well, I was doing that anyway. So I said, when I was VP, I had the sponge look. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go back to that. I just felt like it was time for me to go on a different journey, look a
Right.
little more mature, look a little
Right.
more professional, and that's where I am. It was it's a great time. Got plenty of pictures, and so my friends was like, so you gonna have a ritual for him? You gonna bury him?
What?
Hell no. Yeah, some people woke like that. Then she said, so that you get your braids to be, that you get your locks to be one with the universe. I said, hell no, I got it because I want to, and I want to look fly. Okay, and I want to look kind of jazzy and shit with them. If it had nothing to do with the universe, had nothing to do with Sage, I want to see how long I could grow my hair.
What's
And
going
so
on,
I did.
Winky?
Yeah. So what's up, Winky Wink? What's up, Ike? So I did that, man. So I'm on to another journey. So I'm just gonna grow the mohawk back out and sponge it up. But the good thing about it, I can fit my hats right. I ain't gonna lie, for people that don't know, when if you're doing the
What's up,
locks
Julie?
right, you normally sleeping with a bunnet on. So I slept with a fucking bunnet for 5 years. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
so you admitting on Millionaire TV that you slept with a bonnet on. Now you didn't leave the house with a bonnet on, but you literally
No,
slept with a bonnet on.
I slept with a bunnet on for 5 years until I got to the point to where I just didn't give a shit because you pull your hair, you pull your locks out, stuff like that. So I got to the point where I didn't give a damn. And then when I got to that point, I knew it was time to cut them. So I had the best sleep that I've had, bro, on January 4th in 5 years
So why not
because
just get a silk pillowcase?
that's too kind of for me. You know what I'm saying? I'd
But
rather just
hold
sleep
on,
on.
bro, hold on. Let's talk about this now, because there's gonna
All
be
right.
some people. There's gonna be some men asking questions. You would rather sleep in a bonnet than to get a silk pillowcase.
Yeah, because it was easier for me. It was for me. It's easier for me to just put the bonnet on. You know what I'm saying? And just,
You got to
hey man,
understand how hard that is for me, man.
I understand, but let me tell you
Okay,
something, man.
all right,
I'm
talk
I'm
to me.
I'm completely fine. So
Okay,
it's like, yeah. So I ain't tripping on that shit. But I didn't go out the
okay,
house no more. I did. So so a few things happened. Number one, I had the best sleep that I've had in a long time because I
okay.
wasn't worried about it. Number two, I could fit all my hats down perfect. You know what I'm saying? Number three, man, I don't have the itching, man, and all this shit. I don't have to worry about that no more.
Yeah,
Cause
bro, because I can hear you on the phone.
yes, as soon as I hey, as soon as I cut them, man, it didn't itch anymore. And
It's
so I
all
think
good.
that's because my not used to that long hair, but it's a journey, man. And who that KJ said it ain't a bonnet if you are a man. I wear a lock cap. Well, whatever the hell you want to call it, look like a damn bonnet to me. So
First
a lock.
off, his hair ain't even long. Now you got a bonnet on, fool. Don't be sitting up here trying to clean that shit up. And I'm not talking about you, Backdraft. I'm talking about this
Okay,
this this old number two ball fade having ass cat. I'm talking about it's not a bonnet. Bro,
right.
it's a bonnet. It's a bonnet. So cut it
It's a
out,
bonnet.
KJ.
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you, it's funny because at the end of the day, I was like, man, and I ain't gonna lie, I felt some kind of way because I had
Mm-hmm.
gone with him for 5 years, so it was just like I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But my friends, a couple of my friends followed behind me. I had a friend who had been growing his life for 9 years, and he
Right.
cut him off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it's just a new journey. And it taught me a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? It taught me a little more patience, and stuff like that. So I feel all right. But the people that I was about to say, though, people that I met in that 5 years, I walked in, I had to sing one this last past week on January 4th, and I walked in a place, a lot of people didn't recognize me. That's weird as hell. They did like, what the hell you cut your hair? Because they didn't know me before I had the locks. So to them, but I'm cool, man. It's a new journey, a new mindset, and stuff like that. So I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying?
That what's up, man. On top of that, but Julie said, let him see the haircut. You know what I'm saying? You
Oh,
been and did all that.
oh man, it ain't nothing, man. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing.
Hey, Julie, the man ain't taking the cowboy. He's in character right now. He ain't gonna take that hat off, man.
Yeah, it ain't nothing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, it's a little mohawk. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
it was. It ain't. Hey, go through my pictures, Julie. You'll see. You know what I'm saying? You got to go back a long damn way, but go on, go.
Hey, but
Don't
you
be
know what
crazy.
you said something a while ago about the gray hair, right? And
Yeah.
and a man, such as myself that deals with that, especially with this beard. Now
Right.
you fully gray and you keep your beard low, but I got I got a little length on my beard, but man, when I tell you that shit is hard to tame, bro. And
Yes.
I got this grease. I mean, it don't matter what the fuck you put on it, you can wash it. And as soon as you walk out the house, man, it's a whole different situation. And it's hard to tame that gray. So I get it.
Well, it gets brittle, and that's the thing. That's what happened with me. I have a really gray patch in my head in the front, and it's not gray, it's salt and pepper. It might be gray now, but and that gets really brittle. And what happens? It doesn't matter how you can oil it. You can do whatever you want to, but gray on certain people are going to do what is going to do what it's going to do. And when my locks just pulled one out of my head with her hand, I knew it was time. And
Yeah.
I just hey man, let me just do something different. So I'm gonna rock this salt and pepper, man, and until it turns all the way gray. And and the other thing, you got shit gray in your damn. I got look gray streaks in my
See, I
eyebrow.
ain't there, bro. I ain't the only place I got gray is right here. You know what I'm saying? That's my only gray. So all
Mm.
that I ain't got nothing else going on that's great, man.
Well, hey, you just keep living because I'm telling you, it's coming, Jack. And then so it's just, but it's cool though. I mean, I had fun with it, I'm just on a more professional, mature look now. So I've kind of changed up my whole style of dress, and I'm just kind of in a reinvention. My brothers, like, lastly, they were like, Super K saw me with my haircut. He said, "Oh shit, the Magnificent back now." See that other nigga, he was cool with them locks. This the Magnificent, y'all. So, okay, so I'm just excited, man. This year, God allowed me to see this year, and I felt like I had to cut it off just to kind of start the year off right. I had done my 5-year plan, and it's what it
Right.
is.
So, and one more thing with that. So you got a birthday coming up, big 51.
Yeah,
Now I know
yeah.
last year was a little it was more somber than excitement. But you feeling better this year turning 51 than you did turning 50.
Yes, I am, and the reason why is because when we were younger, man, we used to make jokes about being old at 50. We said, man, you're gonna be 50 years old, you're gonna be old. So 50, it was kind of a bittersweet thing. 51 is gonna be cool. On my birthday, on January 17th, I will be in New Orleans. We have my job has an actual general meeting, our annual meeting in New Orleans, the 17th through 19th. So I'll be in New Orleans on my birthday. But the thing about it is, man, yeah, I feel good. I feel better this year. 50 was kind of it fucked with me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know
Mm.
why, but it messed with me a little bit. It didn't help when the damn AARP mail started coming and shit. So like
Bro, I've been getting
now
AARP mail since I was 45, man. I don't even pay no attention to all that shit, man.
now I've embraced it. Hell, I want all them damn discounts and all that. So, but I can tell you this: if you are 50 and older, you're only as good. You're only as old as you feel. you know. And I want to tell somebody else in case you've been seeing them TikTok, these things in your TikTok feed. That 7-minute chair yoga shit, that shit works. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. So come March or April, whoop, boy, gonna be popping around here, baby. I'm just saying. So you're only old as you feel. I feel good, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel pretty good.
That's good, man.
I heard that great cooch hit. Like you said, I heard that great cooch hits different.
So, hey, first off, whatever Wiggy got going on, just let her speak.
Oh
Because
my
once you start entertaining Wiggy, bro, it's gonna go all the way to the left. You already seen
God.
her earlier today talking about she just want to put the clit in. Like, who says that?
I saw that. I was like, watch, I just want to put the clit in. Oh my God. Kind of gave me a serious visual, my nigga. I'm gonna be honest with
What's going on, Demonte? Guns in the building. Uh, Phoenix, what's going on? Just want to give everybody a shout out that's popping in. Appreciate it, Drake. Appreciate you checking in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So um, a lot's happened since we did the last show. You know what I'm saying? Again, we did the toy drive. We got a New Year, Christmas, and all that. Was your Christmas good at all?
Great, man. And I'm gonna tell you, even on Christmas, man, the only thing my people would ask me, what you wanted for Christmas? I said nothing. I want my people healthy. I want my people alive. I want my people happy. And I want to be able to ride my motorcycle. I don't give a damn about no gift. I don't care about getting no gift. And of course, I got little gifts. I don't care about getting no gift or nothing. I just wanted my people happy. But one of my favorite gifts I got was, man. And oh, I wish I had it in here, an old fashioned. You know the drink old fashioned. It's a whole kit to where I can make some old fashioned with different kind of woods and all this kind of stuff. Man, I can't wait to use it. That was one of my most peculiar favorite gifts. Nobody's ever got me that before, so I got that. But my main thing was even you were my Christmas gift, man. To see you happy, healthy, to see you doing your thing, you're still in your business, you're still thriving. I just want to see my people happy, man. See my
Right,
people alive.
right.
Greatest Christmas gift.
And you know what do you give somebody that's got everything? Love. You just love them. That's really the only thing you can do, because the whole
That's real.
monetary and gifts. And I think that at some point when you reach a specific age, you begin to think about what's more important than the gifts, right? Uh,
Right.
and the fact that we can share the time that we have with one another on a multitude of cases. You know what I'm saying? Uh, just not in good health. You know what I'm saying?
But that's bullshit with these women though. They don't want to hear that shit. I'm telling you, they don't want to hear. I just want to give you love. What do you? They say fuck that. It's something you can buy me.
Wow.
You know.
So look, but happy New Year to everybody. Kelvo, what's up with it, man? We got Monte on here. We got B Ray. We got Al B Sure. We all know who Al B Sure is, right?
Is that Chuck?
Yeah.
Why did he change the name?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. He gonna keep changing it. Facebook gonna make him keep it.
That's right.
What's up, Velva? But yeah, man. So I know you had some things that you wanted to discuss today. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all got a big event coming up, and definitely want to give that plug out. You know what I'm saying? And then we can get into uh, what it is that you know what I'm saying. Some of our concerns. But as you guys see, man, we got the White Couch, man. We want to start doing, little personal interviews with people, man. So if you feel like you want to say something, man, you want to either get something off your chest, you want to deliver some information, man. We're trying to create this so that you can come sit on the White Couch, get your interview on. You know what I'm saying? I got a real good interview coming up here shortly. You know what I'm saying? Backdraft is a fixture. That's just what that is. You know what I'm saying? So that that's just what this is just what this is. You know what I mean?
Right.
But we want to establish that. You know what I'm saying? If anybody wants to come out uh, and have a conversation, let's do that. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to create that space for everybody. You know what I mean? So, but let's get
I
into
actually,
it. Go ahead,
you
Dre.
say what? Oh, I was saying I actually like the white couch, man. We the last time we had the white couch and we had Gorilla Red on, and he was white as hell. But other than that,
Stone
so this
Cold Killer.
year, yeah, so we'll be doing something different. Man, real quick, the shameless plug in 2 weeks, man. In 2 weeks is DT Mob Blackout 2K25 at the Host Hotel at Western DFW. Hey, and I just got word today that the Host Hotel is sold out. I did not think the Host Hotel was going to sell out. 506 rooms. It is sold out, so we're working on the overflow right now. If you don't have a band, we are serving preferential treatment to people with bands. If you have a band, you will be able to get in between 9 and 11. But if you come there and you got a band at 11:20 and it's at capacity, you will not get in. So I'm just letting you know. So don't be mad at me because I've been saying it for 3 or 4 weeks. You will not have a band. I mean, you got to have a band. We're going to have a good time on Thursday night. We got the Southern Smoke out at Phenomenally Edgy Event Center, 201 Executive Way. On Friday night, we got the comedy show meet and greet which I'll be hosting with the comedians. We got comedian Piper, Terry Grossman, and my man, my frat brother D Ellis is going to be funny as hell. We have to bring the heavy hitters back, and we also confirmed today my big brother right after the show, right after in between the show and after the show, hidden for about an hour or so. Right after that, we got Intense the Band featuring Sean G. All this is taking place on Friday night. Inside, man, is going down. Saturday, during the day, if the weather permits, it's Backdraft's Big Chill day party. It's gonna go down from 1 to 5. We're gonna have some fun. If it's 48 degrees and up, we're gonna be outside because it was 48 degrees last year and niggas is outside. So we're gonna be outside. Now, at the Big Chill, we're gonna have what we call playlist wars. I'm gonna let my man Deeski expound on that in a minute, but that's Saturday during the day from 1 to 5, Backdraft's Big Chill. Also, then Saturday night, we're going to have the actual blackout leather, lace, and exotics. Leather, lace, and exotics. What you want to say, but we're going to have fun. But you can wear what you want to wear. But it's a blackout. That's really the thing. And we're going to kick it and we're going to have fun. For the weekend, it's $40. In order for you getting the smoke out, you have to have a band. If you don't have a band, for the smoke out, it's $20 at the door. If you say, Bad Jeff, I just want to go to the comedy show meet and greet, it's $30 at the door. And if you say, Bad Jeff, I want to just go to the party Saturday night, it's $40 at the door. So you might as well go on and buy your $40 band and get in everything, just in case you feel good and you want to come. But we got something new coming up if the weather permits. If the weather permits that Saturday, we're not calling it a sound competition. It's not DT Mob Sound Wars. It's DT Mob and the upgrade playlist wars. Disky, can you expound on that right quick?
Hey man, look, everybody's got it. Everybody's doing sound competitions, and we're not gonna interrupt that. You know what I'm saying? So if your bike is set up for sound competition, that's absolutely fine. What we're asking you to do is come out and show us how you play. You know what I'm saying? This is all about your playlist. You know what I'm saying? If your bike ain't loud enough that you can entertain a crowd, this may not be something that you might want to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not going to ask the crowd to shut up while you play your music. The crowd is going to be an actual judge. So
And what they gonna
they're going to tell you to turn your shit up or turn your shit off. You know what
That's
I'm
it.
saying? So if the crowd is feeling it, you know what I'm saying, and they saying turn that shit up, then you gonna get that time to keep playing. You know what I mean? But if they tell you to turn your shit off, you gotta turn that shit off. I don't care if you're in the middle of you ain't gonna even get a chance to complete your set. You got a minute and a half, and you only get your minute and a half if they tell you to turn that shit up. That
That's
way
right.
we're not boring everybody with this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If you can't, if the crowd don't like your music and you ain't been playing but 30 seconds, you gotta cut that shit off.
Yeah.
We moving
I'm,
on.
and I'm gonna tell you, like he said, your bike just only has to be loud enough for the crowd to hear. Cause I know some cats with 25 speakers and 20 speakers, and they playlist was garbage. Okay, I know some cats with 20 speakers. Matter of fact, bro, I got challenged at the toy drive, bro. Dude asked me where your bike at, and I looked at his bike, and I said,
We're
it's
supposed to be
over
there
there.
for some whole other shit.
Whole other shit. And he there with his crew. Where your bike at? I said, it's over there. And then he said, well, go get it. I said, okay, well, before I go get it, let me, do you really want me to go get my bike? Because I don't want to embarrass you in front of your crew. And he was like, oh, you ain't gonna embarrass me? I said, okay. So I went and got my bike. He had bigger speakers than me, D. I busted his ass because I had the playlist. I know what sounded good on my bike. Tore his ass up. And then when I finished, you know my theme when I finished, baby. When I started, here I go by Mystical, but when I finish, which is game over by Lil Flip. You heard me? Had it, boy. So we're gonna be doing that Saturday. Free shots Saturday during the day, and we're gonna have fun. Now I've already been laying down the law on what's gonna happen. So if you haven't heard the law that I've laid down, because I'm standing on business, go back. I got a couple of lies on there that's explaining everything from outlaw entry to everything. So you go back and listen to them, and we're gonna have a grand old grown folks time. This is our first time being back at the hotel being back at a hotel since 2020. When you get there, you ain't gotta go nowhere unless you're going to Uber some food or DoorDash. We also have shuttling from DFW Airport in. And I can tell you this, man, Chicago say they coming deep, Jack. So, and Michigan,
Is
and
that right?
Mississippi, and
Well,
North
yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah, that Michigan probably coming because they trying to get away from the cold.
Facts. Because
You know what
to
I'm
them, this ain't cold.
saying?
So,
Shit. It's cold to me.
cold to me too.
Shit, I ain't trying to hear none of that. But
So,
don't this ain't the kind of show where you're gonna get mad and bend out of shape, man. This is gonna be the opportunity for you to really exercise your playlist, to really prove to the people that you got the music that can keep the crowd going. You know what I'm saying? Because if the crowd don't like your shit, you got to cut that shit off, bro.
Turn that shit out. And then the thing about it is, so you need to go. So if you want to be in the blackout, man, limited amount of bands. I don't even think we got. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't even think we got a good 100 left. We may have 100 bands left, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, we not trying to be greedy. We not trying to oversell. We just trying to cater to the capacity of the venue, and we just trying to have fun. And that's what we trying to do. So I encourage you, if you have not gotten your bands yet, trust me, they're there until they're there on the Eventbrite. Once they gone, they gone.
And
So
how much time they got left?
they got to the 22nd of January, bro, to get a band off Eventbrite, or they got to the 22nd of January, or they got until it's done, until they sold out on Eventbrite. After that, it's over because the brothers done sold out. They gonna see them, so it's over with.
That's a wrap.
Now, like Master P though, I got the hookup. Holla at my man.
Oh,
But y'all take care. We'll see y'all soon on that, man. But what you got, baby? Where we going?
hey man, look, normally, man, we got some little skit shit that, we done played or whatever, man. But, just more or less just trying to reintroduce ourselves to, a new audience coming in this year. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, bro, we've been doing this for a couple of years now, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's been real good. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
we want to keep the content going, but not only the content, man, but we want to give the people the opportunity to speak. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about what me and Backdraft got to say, man. We provide for a whole community of people, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit that goes on in the DF Dub that conversations behind closed doors and certain conversations kind of get lost in the shuffle because we don't get the opportunity. Everybody doesn't get their chance to speak on it. So I just wanna put this out that you know what I'm saying. If there is a conversation that needs to be had, let's have that conversation. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that the DFW, man. We've come leaps and bounds from when I first hopped on the set in '02. Now here we are 22 years later, man, and we're getting a lot more intermingling just between these two cities, right? So and when you start having the intermingling, you start getting, you know what I'm saying, a little couple of toes stepped on. So people feel like, you know, they are like they deserve more than what they're getting because of, tenure or who they are or the length of time that they've been here. And I'm here to tell you, man, if the people don't feel like you deserve that, bro, you're not gonna get that. But you have to be able to provide, you know what I'm saying, a level of respect to the people that you associate with on a regular basis. Draft and I have been on the set for a little while, man, and I can honestly tell you that when it comes to the set, I have the respect, but outside, the business shit is a little different. But when it comes to the set, man, I done put enough weight in that, you know what I'm saying, that, I should be able to call a meeting or be able to have a conversation with somebody, man, and then not go sideways. You know what I'm saying? So we want to offer you guys the MC world, you know what I'm saying, the opportunity to discuss things, have open discussions, right? Not the backdoor conversation, because the backdoor conversation don't really get nothing going. The backdoor conversations don't really allow everybody to interact with you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to have a conversation with your buddy, and he gonna take your side. But what's gonna happen when you got 3 or 4 other people? You know what I'm saying, on the opposite side that don't agree with you. So we have to formulate this whole thing, man, that we got going on between what the chain is and what the Dallas, what's the thing in Dallas? Draft. I'm sorry,
the council.
the council. So we got those two things going on, and it's two things, but it's really one thing because
Yeah.
it's really to bridge the gap to come on one accord. You know what I mean? So, and I'm telling y'all, man, I done seen it when it was trash out here, bro. Like it was, and I use the word trash loosely because it was just people having fun. But once the fun became business, then you start to see shit change. Because everything is cool when you're having fun, but when it's time to do the business, everybody kind of turn their head, and So, we want everybody to know you got to do the business. You know what I'm saying? We in the business of doing the business now. We had the fun, and don't get me wrong, because it's still fun. But you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure that nothing gets lost in the shuffle.
I think that the biggest thing that gets played in this thing is politics. I tell my club all the time. I say, y'all have fun. You leave the politics to me, which is why I roll like I roll. Which is why I'll be sure funny, man. Chuck funny. Which is why I roll like I roll, and I get in where I get in because I'll deal with the politics. I want my club to have fun. I said that on this motorcycle thing. I said that I'm on here to do two things. That's to have fun and ride my motorcycle. And when that shit stops, then I'm out. But you got to ask yourself, what makes it not fun anymore? I guess is what we got to ask. What makes it not fun anymore? You know what I'm saying? Because there the thing with there is a governing body, non-collective in Dallas. There's a governing body, non-collective in Fort Worth, and then there's a governing body that links Dallas and Fort Worth. Like you say, they're really all one and the same, just three different subsidiaries. But what makes it not fun? What makes a party not fun? I want our people to chime in on that. Like in Dallas, or Fort Worth, or we'll see the difference between us and a lot of cities is that we're a metroplex.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a big difference. When you're talking about the DFW metroplex, you're talking about Dallas, Langston, Duncanville, DeSoto, Cedar Hill, Garland. You're talking about when you get into Fort Worth, you're talking about Arlington, Grand Prairie,
Actually,
Burleson.
Grand Prairie is a part of Dallas, so y'all can have that shit.
Well, some of Grand Prairie part of
Yeah,
Tarrant
we don't
County.
claim Grand Prairie though, bro.
Well, y'all need to claim because the Peeping Tom side is part of Grand Prairie, Tarrant County.
No, it's not, bro. No,
Yes,
it's
it
not.
is.
No.
Yes, it is.
If that motherfucker got a 469 or a 214 area code, that is Dallas.
It's 817, sir. Thank you.
Where's 817 at?
Once you cross over that sign that says Tarrant County over there on Marshall Avenue, it's 817, sir.
Then that's
Thank you.
Tarrant County. That ain't Grand Prairie. That's Arlington.
It said, okay, I ain't gonna argue with you
We ain't
about your
claiming
city.
Grand Prairie. Bro, we ain't claiming Grand Prairie. Y'all can have that shit.
Okay, y'all can have Pantego.
Well, we got Pantego. We ain't got no choice, bro.
Y'all can have
Hey, we
Dalworth.
ain't got no choice. That's the only sundown city we got.
But you
Pantego is
gotta,
a sundown city, y'all.
yeah, it really is. It really is. So, but you have to ask yourself,
That
uh,
Worthington
what
Gardens.
what Dalworthington Gardens, yeah. What makes the set not fun? I want to hear from the people, man. I want to hear from people like what makes the set not fun. Because D, let me ask you first.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go first, and we'll take comment. What makes the set not fun to you?
So if you're gonna ask me to answer this question, I would say that it's the um okay. So when I first hopped on the set, now let me just do a little backstory. When I first got on the set, it was we going to have fun, bro. And we didn't. There was no concern of something popping off. Nowadays, you don't know what might pop off. It might be, a cat over there with a mask on, or you know what I'm saying. Everybody got a gun now. When I first started riding, bro, we ain't ride around with guns like this. And I'm not saying that it's just something that's going to happen, but the potential for something to happen, so everybody's sense of awareness is heightened as opposed to the way it was back in the day. Because you went to a party, bro. You was kicking it, period. But I think our sense of awareness is heightened now. And even when you at a party, bro, everybody politicking. You ain't even having fun no more. People over here, hey man, why y'all doing this? Why y'all doing it, bro? We at a party. Say that shit, call a meeting, and do that shit away from that. So that would, in my opinion, that's what makes it not fun. And I'm using finger quotes, of course. But that's, in my opinion, that's what makes it not fun. You see everybody politicking. Nobody's really enjoying themselves because they're too concerned about what's about to pop off.
Well, I can say this. Let me say about the politicking because I sometimes get so tired of it, pulled in the corner, talking about this, talking about that. However, there's a time when we do a lot of assuming too. When a person is in the corner, I was at Road Nurse Divas and I was talking to a couple of friends of mine, and the young lady walked over to me and she was like, "Have fun, just relax, have fun." And I looked at her and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "I see them talking to you, just have fun." I said, "I'm having fun." I said, "We're talking about racing." You know what I'm saying? We weren't talking about no politics stuff. We talking about racing. What kind of engine he got? That's what we do as motorcyclists. People that ride their bikes. We like that's what we talking about. But it's gotten. I agree with what you said. It's gotten so fashionable to have a weapon because you would damn near think it's a priority that goes with your vest. I think a lot of people have gotten to the point to where um, I'm a bad biker, or I think that I gotta carry my gun and that you ain't gonna never use. You know what I'm saying? Because really, we don't really get into it like that. And then it goes
Right.
back to what Chuck just said. He said, "I think no one has their own identity as a club anymore. Everything is the same, and no one has their own traditions anymore. Nowadays, you go to one annual, you've seen them all." Okay, let me speak on that because I mean he has a really good point on that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I remember back in the day, DT Mob had a bike blessing. DT Mob had to feed the homeless. Everybody came to the feed the homeless. And I'm only speaking of Dallas. DT Mob had DSR had the back to school drive. Everybody came and supported DSR's back to school drive. Second to None had the picnics, and everybody came to everybody. People had an identity. You know what I'm saying? But what happened was everybody wants to compete. Everybody wants to be like somebody instead of being like themselves. Everything has lanes. Stay in your lane. And I learned to stay in my lane. And that's the funny thing about it. So just use the second and none, for example. So I would look forward to going to their picnic I still look forward to going to their picnic, let me say it, because it was something different. Okay, and I'm going to go on over to Fort Worth. I look forward to going to Full Throttle's party. They were my first Fort Worth party ever, and it was at Minos at that time on Seminary. I look forward because I know their party's going to be outside. People can see you pull up, and so everybody's striving to be the same. And what works for one club may not work for your club. You know what I'm saying? What works for us may not work for y'all. What works for y'all may not work for us. Like we know that our place is not field meets, so you would never see DT Mob do a field meet. The
Mm-hmm.
closest we got to a field meet was our 20th anniversary when we had it outside at the pavilion, and but that was a theme to it. I got 5 on it. And then the second closest thing when we had a block party at our clubhouse. That's as close as you'll see us get to that because that's not our lane. We know our lane, so people have lanes, and I think the problem comes when Chuck says when you've seen one, you've seen them all. Another thing is you got to think about. So if I go to a party, you can't measure a party by a different or an annual or an event. You can't measure it by different clubs because if you measure this club might not be like us. We might not be like that club. You know what I'm saying? But what comes into play is the prices and what you get for the prices and
Right.
stuff like that. But what makes it not fun to me is like you said, I shouldn't come on a 99 scene. I shouldn't go to any party feeling like something is gonna pop off.
Right.
Never. You know what I'm saying? I should go there because the goal once we get on the set is to get home. So I
Yes.
should never go to any party because you gotta understand you have people. Okay, let's look at even the trail ride scene. To me,
Man, bro, let
I'm
me
gonna
tell you
say it.
something. And
I'm
not
gonna
to
say it.
interrupt you, but bro,
Mhm.
have you seen some of the shit? Man, these trail rides is popping.
No, no, no. But this is the thing. They popping. But a lot of these trail rides, and I'm not on the trail ride. I can only go by what I've seen, what I've grown up with, and things of this nature. I don't go to trail rides for 2 reasons. Because number one, that ain't my lane. So
Right.
I stay in my. Now I support one, and everybody knows who that club is. I support. I always support them, and I'm always making an effort for them. But I don't do the trail ride because the trail rides of the trail rides. I'm gonna talk about all of them. The trail ride clubs of these days that are brand new and all this, it seems like they have no foundation. It seems like they don't follow a protocol or tradition. I can say this. one thing about things that have been happening lately, hell, look like the safest place is to be on the bike scene. One thing we know about the bike scene, you ain't finna get shot all up. You know what I'm saying? And we got tradition and protocol, so we may be at your neck, but we gonna make sure we try not to be at your neck at somebody's event. See what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And then you have the car club scene. I can't really speak on the car club scene. Shouts out to Dangerous Toys and all of them, my boys, Joe. They in the community strong. They got the longevity going. But you have to ask yourself, do these organizations have foundation? Do these organizations have traditions? Do these organizations have true protocol? I think that the reason why the motorcycle scene has true protocol is because the motorcycle is a luxury item. You don't have to have it for everyday life. Car club, if I had a car club, it's going to be a specialty club. I'm going to say, okay, you can't have nothing but 1977 Cutlass Supremes. I'm just saying. Because if I'm letting everybody join my car club, what makes your car club special? Like my boy Jay, when he had Ram City Riders, they did nothing but Dodges or the Corvette clubs. That's why they get so much love and respect, because you got to have a vet to be in a Corvette club. So like motorcycle clubs, it's a luxury item. It's not something you need every day. So if you're diving into the privilege of being in a motorcycle club or being on the motorcycle scene, period, as an independent, and I
Right.
think that's what difference. So you got to have some foundation. So I've never been to a party to where I thought, excuse me, I've never been to a party to where I thought something was gonna pop out. But you also got to understand this too. In order to make stuff fun, you have to have hospitality. If you don't have hospitality and you act like, people will tell you, even at our parties have hundreds of people, and people will tell you, I'm still walking around. Hey, y'all good? Y'all need anything? How y'all feeling? It's all about the way you make people feel. It's all about the hospitality. So people are like, man, damn. I've heard some of these national clubs. I heard people say stuff about some of these national clubs when they go all out of time. Was like, man, they were just into each other. They didn't greet the guests. They wasn't hospitable or nothing. So a lot of that goes into play to where it makes it not fun anymore. But I think another thing is a lot of guys have gotten out of riding their bikes. You remember back in the day, everybody used to say getting yonder. Everybody was getting yonder. I feel personally, as long as you get there. Now, I was one of those ones that said, shit, you got to get yonder, ride your bike. But I feel personally, as long as you get there, man, you support. If you get there on a plane, if you get there on a train, if you get there in the car, the biggest thing is you came to support. And that's what it's all about, man. So Al B. Sure just said, oh, he said the same thing I said. He said there's also no hospitality from clubs anymore. You can patronize their event and not one member speaks to you. He just said, see what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man.
But I think it goes further than that. So
Okay?
DT Mob has a blackout, right? DT Mob is charging you X amount of dollars. You get entertained the whole weekend, right? So now we get into this whole, well, DT Mob got 3 days. I want to have 3 days. So what are your 3 days? You're gonna have something on a Thursday. Then you're gonna have if you got something on a Thursday, then you turn around and you have a meet and greet. But everybody at your meet and greet lives 10 to 15 minutes away from your meet and greet. The meet and greet is for the people that come in from out of town that don't have
Yeah.
anything to do, don't know where to go. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? That's what your meet and greet is for. And I think that we've gotten so accustomed to saying, oh, well, we got to have 3 days, or we got to have a meet and greet and a party. You know what I mean? And that the meet and greet determines how many people are going to show up to your party. Some people just may go to the meet and greet and be like, well, shit, I can't make the party, so I'm going to come through and support. But there's no way for you to generate income at a meet and greet because normally it's at a public place. So if you're going to do a meet and greet, then why not have something where you got it for the whole weekend so that person can patronize you on a Friday and a Saturday, or they can only patronize you on a Friday, so you give them something to do. But you niggas are so lazy, y'all go have it at a spot where it's already some shit popping, and so now you kind of reap the benefits that you ain't have to do no fucking footwork to get the shit done. So,
Yeah.
but again, I just want to keep touching on DT Mob because DT Mob has 2 events a year, but y'all do the footwork for it. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Y'all give people something for y'all for their money. And that's the whole thing, bro. Everybody wants to do the same cookie cutter shit and not provide a difference. So when people say, "Oh, well, so and so having a party, I gotta go to that motherfucker. I know that bitch gonna be jumping." How many times do you go to a party throughout the year between the blackout and June, and you see the same people doing the same shit over and over again?
Yeah, and it's not. And the thing about it, man, and to be honest with you, it's not easy. Everything costs. What just speaking on our event, everything costs. The live band, the comedians, all this costs. But we try to give an experience so people will be like, well, man, it's worth it. It's worth going because you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna kick it. And the reason why, even at the day party, DT Mob, they didn't have a day party. I started the day party. I started the day party to give the people from out of town something to do. And it morphed from 100 people or 80 people to 500 or 600 people. But why did it morph to that? It didn't morph to that because Backdraft so cold, or they said it morphed to that because we literally started adding to it and adding events and doing things. And so what happens is people follow that pattern. They say, hey man, they can do it, we can do it. But the truth of the matter is everybody can't do it. That people don't understand that our first blackout, bro, the reason why we even started the blackout is because we were out in that hot ass sun washing cars. See, a lot of people don't know the history. We was out in that hot ass sun washing cars, and that shit kicked our ass. So we was like, look, we got to come up with something different, and that's how the blackout started. And we went to hotels in 2014. Wasn't nobody doing nothing at hotels before then. Wasn't nobody doing nylon bands before then. Wasn't nobody doing digital flyers before then. Wasn't nobody selling tables before then. So you have to see what your trend is or what your
Nah,
tradition
the
is.
blackout goes back further than that. Shit, on
Okay.
TI Boulevard.
Yeah, TI Boulevard when we had the after hours. So when you think about the club at Pleasant Run, the Mob House, the Mob House is a rerun, and it's a more subtle rerun of what we had before. But this just then you have clubs that come such as the Outlaw clubs and stuff like that, and they'll say, man, we gonna get in, we gonna blow your bar up. Well, newsflash, it's a hotel. We don't get shit off the bar. Okay, as a matter of fact, you have to meet a bar minimum. Okay, so yeah, go on and go to that bar. See what I'm saying? Which is why we set up no drinks, no nothing beyond this point, because there's a lot that goes into it, and we do put the footwork in. To plan a decent event, you really have to start at least 6 months in advance if you want to be something. I see clubs now, man. They have these anniversaries, and like you said, they have these parties and they don't need to have them. But I don't say it because when I see it, then I'm hating. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't really nothing. I'm just telling you the truth. There have been a lot of guys under the scene that come and say, Draft, man, how you do this? We trying to pattern it out to y'all. And I'm cool with that. I'm not gonna tell you because I'm not the type of guy to say, bro, you can't pattern out to us. Because the truth of the matter is, the sun gonna do two things. It's gonna rise and it's gonna sit. There's another club coming up behind DT Mob's gonna be just as big or bigger in that situation. However, there's a dark side to this too. And the dark side is before I got in the club, before a couple of Pip and Chuck and all those guys got in the club, the ground pounders, the only thing DT Mob was known for was throwing big parties. We weren't known for getting on the ground and riding motorcycles, but then again, shit, we was
No.
all riding sport bikes. So
So
what
so let
nobody
me okay. So let me say this. It wasn't that DT Mob wasn't riding. DT Mob wasn't coming to Fort Worth. DT Mob was on that road going otherwhere, Houston and out in Killeen and all these other little cities, right? And that's what was the groundbreaking thing. When I finally joined uh Full Throttle in '06 was the fact that I'm looking at like, well, goddamn, like you mean to say nobody coming over here? So let's figure out what the cause of let's what's the breakdown? You know what I'm saying? Why can't we get y'all to come over here? And it
well
wasn't
well, let me say this. Let me answer that question right there. But damn, I'm calling this nigga Albie sure. Chuck says no one caters to women anymore. Just a bunch of cats want to race and drink. Nah, I mean I can't say that. I mean I understand what you're saying, but I can't say that because really the main thing that we get is the civilians. So I got to give it, and that's what we do. That's why we go around and talk. But I understand what he's saying. Let me say about what you just said about then coming to forward. Because man, for the longest, I'm going to tell you. I knew nobody in Fort Worth. I didn't. For me to go to Fort Worth was the equivalent of me going to Lower Greenville when I was a kid. If I went to Lower Greenville when I was a kid in Dallas, I'm like, ooh, look at all these lights. You know what I'm saying? So I always thought I knew nobody in Fort Worth come to Fort Worth. Even when I first got onto the bike scene in '99, I wasn't in the club. When I first got onto the bike scene in '99, I started really dealing with clubs in 2005 when Hurricane Katrina hit. I knew no club in Fort Worth. My closest link to Fort Worth was in 2005 when there was Hurricane Katrina. I was working for the radio station, and my closest link to any motorcycle club, period, was Phantom Squad.
Mm-hmm.
I saw those guys, and they were going around. We were going around feeding these displaced people, bringing them water, doing this, and I was like, shit, I want to be a part of them. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I didn't know anybody else. I'm like, if this is what they do, I want to ride with them boys. You know what I'm saying? So that's just being transparent, being honest. And that was the very first club I ever met. So I didn't know of any motorcycle clubs until Phantom Squad, and then the second club was Full Throttle. That's it. Because when I went to Minos at their anniversary in Fort Worth, it was a whole new world for me because I saw people I didn't see. I never knew. It was just a whole different world. So I think that these days, though, it's like if they like they say if
Oh, Backdraft. I think your internet gave out on you, man.
saying, but my thing is, and
There we go.
Chuck said that's y'all. Yeah, you're right. But I think we didn't, as a club, we didn't start ground pounding. I mean, on the ground, really riding our motorcycles out of town, until we went to Phoenix. And the longest freaking trip I ever took on my bike. And so that's when we were kind of certified by the OGs that we were riding our motorcycles. You know what I'm saying? Because people are like, oh, you talking about DT Mile to throw the big parties? And I never really wanted to be known for DT Mob just throwing the big parties. I want to be known. I wanted to be known for you talking about DT Mob, man. Yeah, they show some good hospitality, man. Those some cool dudes. Shit, they'll get on the ground. Of course, we can't get on the ground and support everybody coming out party because we wouldn't be at home. But the thing about it is, I think a lot of that comes into play. Clubs have their own personality. You got some clubs you don't see on the set, but they pound the ground like a mug. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what club it is. Let's talk about your club for instance. Your club, star players, you're the founder. 15 years going on 16 in the game. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Okay. So this is the thing. What are y'all known for? Okay, let me tell you what they're known for. When they think of star players, they automatically think of Two Wheel Tuesday. They
Mm-hmm.
don't think of DFW Unified until you brought it up to me. They don't think of that. They think of Two Wheel Tuesday. Why? Because Two Wheel Tuesday gives us an outlet to get out, intermingle between the Metroplex, and ride our motorcycles. Even for the ones that don't ride far, it gives you an outlet to do that. And I think that's what happens, man. We get to the point to where we get so caught up in ourselves that we don't show the hospitality. We don't truly thank people for coming out to support us because truly, an anniversary is really not supposed to be to make money. See what I'm saying? An anniversary is supposed to be to celebrate you and your club if we're going to talk about the traditions of it. You know
Well,
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
that's just like having a birthday party and charging people to get into your birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
technically, that's what an annual
Take,
is. But
yeah,
that's the difference between the blackout and then y'all's annual whiteout in June because that's y'all's
right,
annual. And
right.
I get it. I mean, I'm not sitting here, trying to say that you guys don't deserve it or y'all shouldn't have or y'all should have. All I'm saying is at some point, you know, if you guys are going to be the catalyst to what a party looks like, then I mean, maybe people should take into consideration, like, okay, well, we're going to do this party, and maybe we should have entertainment. It's no different than Soul Riders with their crawfish ball every year. No different than Full Throttles after the Fourth of July party every year. So you have these clubs, these tenure clubs that's been doing shit forever. You know what I mean? And nobody's questioning the clubs that's doing it. All we're saying is give give the people something else to do, to look at, to be a part of, so that they're talking about y'all party the same way they talk about the blackout, the same way they talk
Right.
about, you know what I'm saying, whatever club is doing it at that particular point in time. There's so many clubs out here on the set, just like you said. The first club that you actually witnessed was Phantom Squad, and then you went to a Full Throttle party. Well, mine was I-20. I-20 was having the popping parties. And then when I became a part of Full Throttle, this was before I even joined the club. But when I got into Full Throttle, I'm starting to see Throttle Mob having parties. Of course, DT Mob, I-20. Phantom Squad wasn't really like Phantom Squad was like having shit, but they wasn't really having parties like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they was more in the street, you know what I'm saying, helping people. So for me, you know, if I had to look at a big club at the time where I was really rocking, it was I-20. So they
Yeah.
was renting the spots out, and they was, you know, it was jumping, and you didn't just see bikers there, right? Like I remember when Rough Riders made this big push in the city, you know, like man, bro, I'm talking about, we can go
But
back if you want to talk about the set.
but the crazy part about it, I'll tell you some things that even with Rough Riders Dallas. Rough Rider Dallas was born out of DT Mob. See what I'm saying? Big Papa, he was one of our founding members. He left the club. He left DT Mob to start Rough Riders Dallas. You know what I'm saying? And our thing is, we just had this conversation today, and I don't mind telling you, once you leave, you're done. You know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And but even Pack Riders, you know, Dre. I mean, that was born out of DT Mob. I'm not saying that we started it, but I'm just saying some members. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of history there, and a lot of people don't know the history. But at the same time, it's not even getting entertainment; it's getting the right entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It's getting the people. You got to have at least. I know I'm going to say this. Chuck said before I said this, my first set party was an all white DT Mob when it was off Marsh Lane. Yeah, yeah. But my thing is, you got to have the right leadership in place to make these things pop, man. Um,
What
a
about the
lot of these.
rodeo bar? What about the rodeo bar in Addison?
Yeah, what about Azure? What about draft picks? You know, you can go all the way around and just say, but you got to have the right leadership in place is going to drive that. You got, and then I'm gonna tell you something else, man. This is gonna trip you out. I'm gonna tell you something else. You have to have people in your club, and I don't know no other way to say this. I'm just gonna keep it 100 and say it. You have to have people in your club that people want to fuck with, bro. I mean, don't you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
You got to have people in your club that's popping. You got to have at least one person in your club that people really want to come fuck with, man. Okay, shots out, and I'm just gonna keep it 100, man. When I would go to a second of none party, we knew that when second of none had their party, the last one I really went to and they were really popping was on Monroe. And when I tell you they brought 50
Man,
out.
what the one the police shut down?
Yeah. So these are, but everybody knew Nudie. You know what I'm saying? You got at least one. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, and Chuck and all these guys, Chuck, JP, all these guys. So we looked forward to that because we knew number one, it was gonna be popping. Number two, the women were gonna be there because wherever women are, the men gonna come, and wherever some nice looking men, the women gonna come. And we knew number three, we were gonna see different people. See, that's why people don't be understanding that when you go, you get fly, man. I ain't gotta go nowhere looking all crazy, looking all fly. I'm gonna have a little cologne on. Just cause I ride a bike don't mean I have to look like goddamn cooler. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gonna do what you do. And so you got to have the leadership that's going to have the ability to reach people and bring them in. And a lot of clubs, they don't have it like that. Now, they may have it to have an anniversary and all that, but they don't have it like that. But I'm humble and I thank God. And what I try to do is establish relationships because it's all about having relationships. Some people may think it's fashionable and you popping just because you're in a national club. And that's cool. DT Mine is not a national club. You know what I'm saying? We're a nationally known club. And to be honest with you, the way I see shit, we don't want all them chapters. I'm just keeping 100 with you. Because a lot of these chapters have alpha males as leaders, and to be the head of the whole organization nationwide, you got to be an alpha dog. You understand me? Niggas got to respect the shit out of you. And I'm glad we don't have all those chapters. Pound for pound. Look at pound for pound. The pound for pound shit be huge. They got one chapter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look who's emerging. I'm giving props and I'm giving love to all these clubs. Street Hogs, Kunta, president of Memphis, man. He got that shit going. It was his daddy's vision. He got it going. Hey, man, in 2014, nobody heard of Kings of the South in Texas. You never heard of them. Let's just be 100. Because
Yeah,
you
we
know why?
did.
Because
Yeah, cause yeah, if you went to the roundup in '09, you knew all about that. Rare breed,
if
Kings of the South,
I'm
all that
talking
shit.
about, I'm talking about coming to Texas.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, so because Texas has always been behind the eight ball. So the thing about it is, if you didn't get out and ride your
I mean, I think he keep forgetting to pay his internet bill, man. He keep forgetting to pay his internet bill. But I'm gonna piggyback off what he said. This whole thing about
I didn't know these people. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I didn't know how it was dealt. I didn't know how you did it. But now I can go to California, somebody know me. I can go to Atlanta, somebody know me because I ride my motorcycle, and I don't necessarily be riding to the angle. I just ride my bike. But I'm glad. But you don't have to be a national club. It's all about what you put on. Because people have asked me all the time, man, how in the hell y'all got one chapter and all these people come to your damn event in the wintertime? How did this surpass your anniversary? Because every year we're not gonna have a whiteout. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have our block parties. We're gonna do something else. But to celebrate our annual, they might not be as big as the last one. But my thing is, they were like, "How do you get all these people to come down here in January? What do you do?" Well, especially places we haven't been, what we do is you got to put on some shit, and you got to make it work them coming back. They say, "Damn, man, that shit be lit." Let me tell you something, bro. It could be something small. I went to Diamond Class Party. Diamond Class Sisters is a social club. They celebrated 10 years this year. They didn't even want to have a party. They've never had a party. They just go do something with themselves. I said, ladies, y'all been around 10 years. You seen the hills and the valley. You need to have a damn party. And they was like, well, Backdraft, we don't know if people gonna come. I said, people gonna come. Y'all gonna support everybody y'all do. Man, don't you know, believe it or not, that was one of the best parties I went to in 2014. And the reason being, because everybody in there was dancing and having fun. Wasn't no bullshit. It was like an old
2024, 2024,
so, huh?
2014 or 2024.
2024. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So I say that to say this. It's all about what you give to the people. Even with motorcycling, it's all about what you give to the people. Now, we'll do people like I'm riding the mile marker zero. Well, that ain't my motherfucking ride. I'm not riding mile marker zero. Y'all tell me how it was, and I hope y'all have fun. I mean, that's just not right now. I'm gonna say that's not my ride. I don't have that kind of time. You know what I'm saying? But I do ride my bike to other states. That's just not one I want to ride. You know what I'm saying? So there are certain things this year. It just depends on what you deem a good time. But I saw it morph. The bike says morphed from niggas really having fun, riding their bikes, really seeing the ladies, to where shit. If this club come and this club come, they gonna be fighting. And damn, this club come, that club come, and goddamn, I'm finna go. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get away from that. And the only way we get away from that is to get away from that. You dig what I'm saying? And just make it do the do. Like Chuck says, gotta have some worker bees too. It's easy to maintain a foundation versus that is totally true. Big Sale said something one time, and I said it on my live one time. I said in every club you got superstars, VIPs, and role players. Now, who's the most important? I can tell you right now, it damn sure ain't the superstar. It damn sure ain't the superstar. Damn near ain't the VIP. It's the damn role players. Because if you're a superstar, gonna be a motherfucker that's not organized and keep up shit in your club. See what I'm saying? So it has to be something else. A real leader motivates his club to do the footwork. A real leader motivates his club, and he really feel. A real leader doesn't ask people to do anything that he wouldn't do. That's why at the day party one day I was picking up trash. Hell, I'm the president. I could easily say, "Hey, pick up this trash." No, I'm gonna pick it up. I see it. I'm gonna pick it up. This is my shit. This I event. I'm picking it up. I'm gonna make sure a general is the first one off the helicopter to get the job done, and he's the last one to get on the helicopter after all those people are on it. You dig what I'm saying? And if you and that, I saw that it's a Mel Gibson when we were soldiers. That's what it's called. he said that a general or a captain, he's the first one to step off because you don't know if you're stepping into hostile territory. He's the first one to step off, and he's the last one to get on, which means he get all his people right. That's what good leadership does, and
But
people don't
that's
understand
but see, even in a situation like that, all of that work is done before the battlefield even touched, and that's the
fact.
problem. If half these cats would just utilize their time behind the scenes to get all the politics out the way, when you at a party, you can kick it. All the politicking already been done. Everybody happy, everybody cool. You know what I'm saying? And again, we get into this why the set isn't fun, why the party isn't fun. Well, Chuck, you having a party and you don't even speak to the people that's there.
Right.
If you having a party, everybody should know who you are. Period. It shouldn't be a motherfucker like, damn, where that motherfucker come from? Like, who is he? Who is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I ain't been around, so hey, here, this is who I am, blah, 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 blah. Every time me and Juice out, right? Juice always like, hey, this you tell him who you are, tell him who you are. Man, why? Why? I'm not finna look. First off, everybody that rides a motorcycle know me. That's who I cater to. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why when we did Two with Tuesday this last year, we wanted to get the social clubs involved, right? Because they are a big part of what the set is here in the DFW. So why not give them a day? Why not celebrate these ladies that actually uh, take money out of their pocket to support us in what we do every week? So it's a give and take, bro. And if you don't give nothing back to the set and all you do is take, you would never get anywhere. You won't go nowhere.
But you're right, and people don't understand, man. It's really about at our parties. I don't have fun. I never have fun
Chuck, come on, sit
because
on the couch, man. See, Chuck talk that shit. Chuck, I got room for you on the couch, man.
that's right,
I
Chuck.
I I move this out the way. You know what I'm saying? I move this out the way for you, bro. Come on out.
But see,
Everybody want to see I'll be sure.
right. But see, people don't. I don't have fun because I'm always working. I never rode my bike to a blackout since I've been in this club. Never. I'm taking it to this one, even if I got a trailer. Put it on the trailer because I do work. Everybody know I'm working. You'll see me moving speakers. You'll see me doing this. You'll see me pushing stuff. I'm doing that. And then people come up to you and talk to you. You can't be mean. You be tired as hell. You can't be rude. So you got to tell, hey, how you doing? Thank you for coming. And it's in your tiredest moments when you realize that people really appreciate what you're doing. They don't forget that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? When you
Yeah, because you
troubleshoot.
called me last year like, bro, it's cold in the month. You think they gonna show up? Hell
Right.
yeah, they gonna show up.
Yeah, I asked a lot of people that because I knew it was going to be 48 degrees in the daytime for the day party. And as I was getting on the elevator, I said, "Man, y'all think if we had this with y'all sure?" They're like, "Hell yeah, we just gonna put on the hood and a coat. That's what we came here for." You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, you got to appreciate those people. So when you appreciate those people, you got to understand that people love hospitality. That's what they come back to. I go to the same donut shop every time I get some donuts. Whenever I get some, I go to the same one. You know why? Because the little things they say. This is what they say. Good morning. I be like, good morning. They come to the same. You ride the bike today? You ride the bike today? Cold as fuck. Okay. I'm like, no, I didn't ride the bike. But that lets me know that they pay attention to me. You know, because it could be another guy that riding the bike. They know not riding the bike today. I said, no, ma'am, I'm not riding the bike today. And I go to, and she said, you want your usual? Yes, ma'am. And that's why I go. I passed two other donut shops to go to that one because of the simple fact. And there are a lot of things people can go to, man. You can do your thing, like even with you. You got to support and celebrate somebody sometime. With you, I saw you the last time we did the show, and this shit costs money hoodie. I said, give me two of them, not because, not only let me say this, not only because you my partner, Deesky, but the other thing is because you got a hell of a product, man, and I believe in you. So I'm like, it looks cool. It's not all, you don't have everything that big old square. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, So it just depends on the people. Like Chuck says, at least get on the mic and introduce that minimum your leadership so people can put a face to the name. That's what it is. What's up, youngster? And you right, man. So that's what we try to do. We try to maintain an experience, but a lot of clubs, man, that hospitality goes a long way. Oh man, but there's the dark side to it. Like I said, it's the dark side to it. Well, DT Mob is 99, but they ain't 100 shit. You know what I'm saying? So the dark side to it. Well, everybody knows that in a hotel, shit's different. If you've ever been to a situation in a hotel, shit's different. The drinks are gonna be a little higher, the hotel costs, stuff like that. So we figure you pay this money to stay in a hotel. You got some people, excuse me, they got rooms. They live right here in Dallas, but they got rooms. So you want to give them people something to follow them that you, because it's a good $500 weekend if you think about it. So you want to give people something, and I'm gonna tell you the most important thing out of anything that you give them, excuse me, is the hospitality. And as hospitality, remember we used to give out watches. You remember the DT Mob watches? We gave away those free watches, and people got that on their vest to this day. Man, when y'all gonna go back to the watches, stuff like that. So it's like, but that stuff costs money. And that's what I'm saying. So when you say $40, y'all went up to $40, yeah, but we giving you 4 events. So really it's $10 a piece, technically. But you got people out here charging $25 and they ain't
And
doing
they ain't
shit.
getting shit.
Mm-hmm. So,
They get
and not to rag on nobody. I would never ever rag on another club. I would never do that. But if you ask me, I'm
but
gonna
but
give you
but
the
this the whole point though, Draft. The whole point of the show is not that we ragging on nobody, bro, but just bringing awareness. Maybe these clubs didn't know. Maybe the people that entertain this bullshit, they don't know. How about the fact that there are so many people that say, "Oh, the set ain't fun no more." Who are those people? Why they ain't having fun? I only spoke on some shit that I know
Ooh.
about, but it's not the reason why I don't have fun at a party. I'm gonna have fun because that's just who I am.
But but your fun, and I'm not, it's not you in general. Your fun might not be my fun. Prime example. Everybody, there's a place in South Dallas. You've been there called the Slab. You ever been to the Slab?
Yes.
Okay, to me, the Slab is a big old piece of ass rock. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. So I didn't have fun at the Slab. A lot of people, I mean, it's just sitting around just looking at folks. I just didn't. So they like, man, they fenced up the slab. They finna fence up the slab. Oh my God, the fuck? So I said, I mean, it's a piece of concrete. You make the fun where you go, and people gotta understand the set has evolved. I'm not talking bad about the slab because I was there every Wednesday, every Sunday when I was prospecting. But the set has evolved, and it's evolved to where you make your fun wherever you go. Hell, you want to have that slab type fun, create another place.
Well, the thing of
Understand?
it is that you had motorcycle lean going on around the slab because of old timers. And Hell's
Right,
Lovers had their clubhouse there. So
right.
you had motorcycling going on around the slab. So even though you may have not participated in the slab, but that's just where you went. You went on Second Street or Second Avenue,
Yeah,
whatever.
but you
So
had the motorcycle. But when those clubs were no longer there, I saw the decline. So hey, did people think then? The place is gentrifying, but did they think then to get together and buy the slab? Just, what were you gonna do once? See, there's a lot of people that have lip service, but the
mhm.
question is, get together, you buy that piece of concrete. What are you gonna do to it? You just gonna say, "Oh, I just bought it so people can still come up here and set up their link baskets." Or I bought old people can just still come up here and set up their old messed up ass recliners and do all this, do all this. And I know I'm gonna get some heat from saying this. It's okay though. It's okay. But my thing is, what are you gonna do with it? You're gonna do the same thing. What you should be doing with it is the same thing that the developers are doing with it. If you have that kind of money and that place is gentrifying. It's gentrifying over there. If you look right now where old school, old timers used to be, there's a building right there. It's modern as hell, and it's still saying Felice. We know what happened, bro. We know what happened. They drove them people out. You know what I'm saying? They drove our brothers and sisters out of there. And don't get me wrong, because it's gentrifying. And that's what's happening. So at the same time, so back in the day, a lot of us didn't live in Lancaster. We didn't live in DeSoto, Duncanville, Cedar Hill. A lot of when the South Dallas was really popping with the Free at Last Club, humping people, Old Timers, Hell's Lovers at that time, they right there. The Hornets, all this kind of stuff. Everybody lived in South Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Now you can roll through Bunton and you see brownstones. See what I'm saying? So it just depends on where you are. Now, yeah, the history goes back. I understand youngster said the history goes back, but okay, we know that the history goes back. But the only reason why people don't know about history is because you stop talking about it.
Yep.
That's the only way history can fall off is if you stop talking about it. But everybody talk about this history. Let's get on that. Everybody talk about this history. They talk about this, but they don't never stand up for African bandits. Let's just keep it right. Let's keep it 100. Shit, a lot of the shit going on, if it wasn't for them, shit wouldn't be popping around here. Let's just be 100 with it. See what I'm saying? You want to talk about history? Let's talk about the gladiators. Do we talk about the gladiators around here? You want to talk about history? Let's talk about Blue Flame. Mr. Lucky, do we talk about that? So when I put that on my page about his daughter having on that rock, she's the only one left that got all the Blue Flame video. Everybody, who is that? Who is that? Because why? The set has evolved. So in order for you to know history, somebody has to tell it. See what I'm saying? Somebody has to tell it. That's why in Troy, that man said, I'm not going another fight. He said, that's why nobody will remember your name. So you have to tell it. So history, it's got a lot of history, but are you telling the history? Are you educating? That's the problem with the set, Grossman's education. Are you educating the set? Are you educating these up and comers so they can respect the tradition, respect the protocol, respect the history? Is that what you're doing? I don't see a whole bunch of it because what I see is a bunch of hate when people try to do it.
But
That's all.
but let's look at it like this. Let's look at it like this, Draft. And again, not to interrupt you, but just just to kind of stay on track. But let me offer something else. If we're not involved in the outlawish side of it, why can't our information be written, typed up, distributed? Because whatever you do in your club, that's your business. Whatever I do in my club is my business. But we don't share information. We don't have the information to share. And it's one thing to get out and meet people. I mean, some people may see Les and be like, who the hell is this short ass nigga always at? Just pop up and everybody got respect for Les. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the fact that we don't have we don't know the history. We don't know the history. Not a lot. The history is not written so that people behind us can follow. If we as a club, star players as a club, decide that, you know what, we done with Two Wheel Tuesday, who's gonna pick it up?
Hey,
You know what's gonna happen? Ain't nobody gonna pick it up. You know what's gonna happen? You gonna have another Mob Tuesday. You're gonna have a something that a club is gonna attach themselves to, and they're gonna try to take it to a venue, and that's what's gonna happen. Nobody's gonna say, "Hey, man, we need to continue this tradition so that everybody has the opportunity to support, what they started." Nobody gonna do that shit, bro.
and you're right. So you right to a point. So let's talk about this. So the only people that would do that is people that care about the history. They care about tradition. But you got a lot of niggas on the set that don't give a damn about shit, but they own club. You got a lot of niggas on the set that don't give a damn about history. I'm such and such forever, forever, such and such. Then the next 3 months, you see them in another club saying the same shit. So what I'm saying is, so what So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I've never said DT Mob forever, forever DT Mob. I've never said that. But shit, I'm gonna tell you, once I take this off, that's it. See what I'm saying? So I don't have to say it because I think that my actions have proven it. Now the thing about it is, now I would take up Two Wheel Tuesday and I would keep the same format as Star Players and do it, and I would write the history just like I wrote the history of DT Mob. DT Mob's history wasn't written either. See what I'm saying? People don't even understand where one legend about DT Mob came. Hey man, you guys we went to Myrtle Beach. You guys from Dallas, Texas, y'all came up here like the mob. DT Mob. See what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't even know where we started. They think since we had the blackout on the north side, now that we started in North Dallas. No, we were started in South Dallas. We started Oak Cliff. Glendale Park. That's where we actually started. And we used to come to the South Dallas chopper. The guys had choppers, and they wouldn't even respect us or even recognize us. So we moved it up north. That's how the stuff got up north. See what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself who respects star players and who respect your what you're doing for the culture enough to keep it going because you can. And that's what, hey man, we're gonna keep 202s going, but it's got to, in order for it to work, it's gotta be the same format.
You
It's
gotta
gotta
be.
be the same time. It's gotta be the same time, April to September. It's gotta be y'all got clubs hosting it. That's the only way that it's going to work, in my opinion.
No, you're absolutely right. And again, like I said, if there's no plan in place, it will fall off. And that's what, in my opinion, the set is actually changing. They're trying to create the platform so that it can continue to re-evolve and not reinvent itself, but continue to reproduce. Because we're not the last. We're not the end all be all.
No,
You know what I'm saying? I can assure you that when you leave this motherfucker, it's gonna be another motherfucker behind you.
I could tell you this. The question we have to ask ourselves is, who's going to write the story? After Backdraft, will you be talking about Backdraft 20 years from now? When Backdraft is 70 years old, will you be talking about, hey man, there was this guy named Backdraft, there was this guy named Deesky? Will the people actually be talking about, see, the set is morphing, bro. And I'm going to tell you why I say the set is morphing. I remember there was a time, and you can remember this too, where niggas wasn't getting on no damn cruisers. Like, man, we ain't getting on no old man bikes. Remember that? We ain't getting on no old man bikes. Now look what it done. The harder you can take that motherfucker, do whatever you want to with it. A Yamaha. Shouts out to KT and Country Boys. That make that motherfucker look beautiful. Kawasaki. It just depends on what you like. Like I said last time, I ain't gonna never make fun of people who Can-Ams no more. Or no, I didn't make fun of them anyway. So let's just drop that. I didn't make fun of them anyway. But people ride what they like or what they can afford. And that's just what it is. But who's going to be here to write the history? So what you got to do, you got to set some things in place to where you got to ask yourself, if you really care about this thing, will they remember me? But everybody has a swan song. You know what I'm saying? Every club has hills and valleys. Every club is going to fall off, man. Every club is going to go through a time of sabbatical to where life is going to be life. And you're not, there's going to be a time when people are going to say, I remember when DT Mob was this. I remember when DT Mob used to do this. Because I
Mm-hmm.
guarantee DT Mob is not going to be a bunch of 70-year-old men still trying to plan parties and do this. So that's where
Right.
I'm just so that's where you recruit, and we don't really do all that recruiting. You know, you by the way you watch us move and how you watch us ride. If it's something you want to do, you come to us. We holler at you on that. But you will never see a sign that say, "Hey, DT Mob is looking for potential new members. Come on, join a group of guys who love to ride and share the brotherhood." It'll never happen. So that's what I'm saying. Not on my watch. So my thing is, you have to ask yourself, where do you want to see it, or is it just important enough to you to ask yourself that? Because a lot of people, once they done, and that's just what it is. Now, I may be done with a club, but that don't mean I'm done riding motorcycles. Because there are certain things I want to see with my eyes on my motorcycle. I want to see Mount
Right.
Rushmore. I want to ride through the Black Hills. I want to ride through the Needles Tunnel. I want to do these. I want to go to Tail of the Dragon. I want to do that on my motorcycle. I want to ride. I'm doing it this spring too. By the way, me and you, we're gonna do it. I want to ride Route 66 from Amarillo all the way up to Chicago and come on back home. So I want to get my kicks on Route 66. So there are certain things that don't involve a club that you can do. But at the end of the day, Chuck says, I don't think all these chiefs and bright idea cats gonna make it so complicated. It's gonna down there totally fizz out. Yeah, because Chuck, I kind of agree with you, because people want to be leaders for reasons, certain their own personal gain. Let's just be honest, bro. You, D-Ski, know, you, Chuck, know, and I know. We know some niggas around here that shouldn't be leaders in their club. But is it for us to say something? No. But we be like, how the hell did he become this? How the hell did he become that? You know what I'm saying? You said something about working bees earlier. I got it from the mud, Jack. I've been a secretary, I've been a vice president, and I've been the president. So I got it in from the mud, and I got all those positions without stepping on nobody's head, without sabotaging nobody. I just did the work. Just do the work. And that's what I'm saying. And I'm still doing the work. Like people keep saying, I'm forever a prospect. Bullshit. I ain't no prospect. I don't subscribe to that. I'm not a prospect. I'm a full passion member that's learning every day. I'll say it like that. But you have to ask yourself, even with civilian people, what makes civilians want to come to Two Wheel Tuesday? And I'm gonna ask you because I know for a fact, we all know that civilians come to Two Wheel Tuesday. What is it that you think that makes civilians want to come to Two Wheel Tuesday?
It's actually it started out as a family day on the cool. You know, when you look at the history of Two Wheel Tuesday and how it started, we used to go to family restaurants, bro. Like Buffalo Wild Wings. You brought your kids. We always had kids at Two Wheel Tuesday. You know, we watched blacks' grandkids grow up at Two Wheel Tuesday. As a matter of fact, when we started having it at spots where kids wasn't welcome, I kind of got a little upset about it because I've always felt like we should include our family. So even now today with the civilians, as you asked, it's because we have created a safe space on Tuesday. So you can come and you're gonna see bikers at a location that regular people are gonna be at.
But the truth of the matter, you just said some safe space. The truth of the matter is everything in the biking community should be a safe space. I'm looking around seeing the shit that's going on around the world today. I'm like, God damn, I can truly say when it comes to organizations, I can truly say the safest place to be now, damn near it is on the bike set.
Bro,
And that's because we follow protocols and traditions. One of the protocols is don't start shit at nobody else's event. Now that don't mean I might not catch your ass up there at that red light. That don't mean I might say, hey, nigga, McDonald's right the street, meet me in that motherfucking parking lot. Let me get 30 seconds with your punk ass. That don't mean that. But it means now you put your hands on me in the van. You just then that's it's up from there. But I'm talking about we practice some kind of self-control. So you're right. That's why people feel they go where they feel safe. I remember back in the day when New Year's Eve niggas was in the clubs. We was in the clubs kicking. Now New Year's Eve niggas at their house sleep or playing spades, nigga. They ain't out like that no more.
bro, we used to do an all club Christmas party every year on the set.
But what, yeah.
Now we can't even. Now everybody's so individualized. We can't even support one of the biggest toy drives in the community,
Okay, let's talk about that. Why do you feel like everybody? Okay, you said something about toy drive. You said something about the last show we had. Why do you feel like everybody's so individualized?
bro. Because everybody, in my opinion, I just believe that everybody wants it to be their idea.
And that's
I
just
look
not
what
gonna.
I did, man. Who gives a fuck, bro? If it's somebody out there that'll make a better Santa, man, by all means, here's the suit. I do this shit because I enjoy it.
Right.
I purchased the suit because I've enjoyed this shit since doing this shit since 2010 when Pastor Flo was doing this shit at the church or in the projects over there by the church. I enjoy this shit, bro. I look forward to it. There's so many individualisms that nobody wants to say, hey man, you know what? You got a better idea. Let's rock with you. Backdraft,
Well,
y'all do a blackout every year, right? I'm using the blackout to make a point.
right.
But here I come the next week, and I'm gonna do a blackout, and I'm gonna call it the blackout because I believe that I could put on a better party than DT Mob. As opposed to saying, hey man, look, you guys got some cool shit going on. How can I help you make your event better?
But it's happened. It's happened. We've had it here in the last 3 years. Whole concept taken, everything. That's happened. But But at the end of the day, okay, Chuck just said your best full patch members still have a prospect mentality, though, draft. Going a little deeper, a motherfucker gotta want to see his club as being the shit and in the best place possible. Okay, I've never said that I don't want to have a prospect mentality. I guess that's what you call it. That's what you call it. That's what I got. But I'm not a prospect. That's just period. And I work to get to where I am. So I'm not a man. We always prospect. You're a prospect. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not going. I'm not going to claim that situation. Now the prospect mentality of wanting to see my club be better. That's why I pick up the paper. That's why I'm the one taking out the trash. That's why I wipe the table. That's why I do that shit because I want to see. I told people a long time ago. I told my club, you want to keep the women coming back to your clubhouse, do one simple thing. What's that? Make the drinks bigger? No. What's that? Make sure the lights going on? No. What is that job? Keep the fucking bathroom clean.
Period.
So I go in there and I wiped up Pete and I mopped up Pete as the president of the club. Because why? Because I want to make sure that we put people in the best space possible. Because
But
I'm telling you,
what are you aside from the president of the club?
I'm a member.
You a motherfucking member.
And that's the
And I
most
think that's what,
important.
see, this is what people, in my opinion, get shit crossed because now your position is bigger than the club. And your
Right.
position should never be bigger than the club.
No.
And I'll be honest with you, bro. For lack of knowledge, 16, 17 years ago, for well, a little longer now, 20 years ago, for lack of knowledge, my position got bigger than the club because of my dedication to trying to make something bigger. You know what I mean? Like I didn't get into this shit for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got into this shit and I seen a need, bro. So my whole goal was to see a need, feel a need, make sure that everything that I thought that the set could be, it was. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, coming from hustling, right? You know what I'm saying? Being on the block, but you ain't want to hustle by yourself, bro. You always wanted to have some people that was fucking with you, that you could turn on, that you could create you could create a team, right? I've always wanted to create a team. So what was so different about what I did hustling that I couldn't do on the set? All I had to do was learn what the set was about first and then try to change it, right? But I went in gung ho, not even knowing what the fuck was going on the set. I'm just old happy go lucky ass nigga trying to make some shit happen. And it wasn't until we sat down with the Mandinkas and Burr and all these old cats, and you know what I'm saying, we started trying to get all these clubs together and saying, man, what the fuck going on? What's happening? Why we can't? What is up with this? You will get on your bike and go to Austin, Killeen, San Antonio, Shreveport, or wherever, but you couldn't come 20 minutes down the fucking highway to Fort Worth. Or the same with Fort Worth. Y'all ass go to Man, I see more motherfuckers in Killeen and Austin than I seen over on 2nd Street.
You know why, man? It's because we trying to impress other people. You know, in my opinion, it's just my opinion. We trying to impress other people. It's like, oh yeah, I'm on the ground or this and that, just to say you ride. I don't, man. First of all, I don't put everywhere I ride to on Facebook anyway. Period. All social media. Period. Anyway, because you got to watch how you move. Number one. Number two, it's to impress people. They may feel like, oh, I get more clout if I go here, if I go there. One thing I pride myself in is supporting the home team. You know, excuse me, I support the home team. But things that you talking about, I've been through it. I've been through the fire in my club. Like you said, the person bigger than the patch. I've been told that about the Backdraft Big Chill. Backdraft think he bigger than the club. No, I never thought I was bigger than the club. Okay, who owns the Cowboys? Jerry Jones. Okay, but when you see on the billboards, who do you see? You don't see Jerry Jones. I have not seen one billboard with Jerry
Hold
Jones.
up, that's a sensitive subject, bro. We all know that Jerry Jones is bigger than the Cowboys. And that's the reason why
Oh,
we won't win a Super Bowl till that motherfucker get the fuck up out of here. I don't want to talk
oh,
about the Cowboys. Fuck,
hold on.
fuck that.
I feel you,
Sensitive
and
subject.
that's you wild. I got to make a point. But my thing is, we know who owns the Cowboys. That's Jerry Jones. But who do you
Yes.
see on the? You see the players. Okay, you see the players. Some people tune in because they want to see Zeke when he was at his prime. Some people tune in because they want to see Dak. Some people tune in because they want to see CeeDee Lamb or Dez Bryant. So it was Blue that told me, because I mean, I was going to water myself down and say, man, maybe we just need to call it the Big Chill. No. And Blue, it was Blue, my founder, said, hell no. You started that shit, you call it Backdraft's Big Chill. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did, just like Nudi's Booty Run. They don't have a flair with somebody else's booty run. They just don't. Nudi's Booty Run. You know, so you got Dre Smoke Out. See what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So and that still brings, because the and I'm speaking on this shit, but you may have former second line members that come to Dre Smoke Out in honor of Dre. They may not even smoke cigars, but they come because it's named after him. It's named in honor of Dre. And that's what it is. So it's Backdraft. So I've been through the fire in my club. I've been through the bottom all the way up. I've been to the point to where I didn't know if I wanted to be here anymore. I was like, maybe this club ain't for me. I've
Mm-hmm.
been there. I've been to on the cuffs of where I was going to join the Outlaw Club. I was like, I'm going to join the Outlaw Club and I'm going to get them motherfuckers the blues. I've been there. I'm telling you some transparent shit. I'm going to join this Outlaw Club, nigga, and I'm coming for y'all ass. Well, that ain't the right way to be. I had to tell them people, because deep in my heart, I knew I loved DT Mob. I said, I love this club. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to rock this bitch till the wheels fall off. And rocking it till the wheels fall off is where it got me today. Because I never, ever expected that I would be the president of DT Mob. Never in a million years. The way I was treated, never. I'm just being real, being 100. Never in a million years, because it's what y'all have been saying all along. There's too many chiefs. People don't understand how to pass the torch. People don't like with me. Hey, I can easily say it's grooming time for me. I know it is. I know it is. It's looking me in my face. It's grooming time for me. And that's just what it is. Don't mean I ain't gonna ride my bike no more, but it's grooming time for me. And that's the thing about it. So at the end, who that damn garage scared the shit out of me. I was like, get to running it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all been sky almost peed on myself. Man, look at him. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, you have to. That shit scared the shit out of me, bro. I ain't. That shit made me scrunch up. It scrunched. You know what I'm saying? It got tight down there, boy. It got tight. But anyway, so that's what I'm saying. So you have to understand the process. You have to understand. So we have to ask ourselves, Cowboys ain't never gonna win another Super Bowl. Oh my God. Says a Giant fan who sucks. Anyway, so but at the
For
end of the day,
real.
man, yeah, Logic, y'all can't talk about nobody.
Logic is
Okay.
not a Giants fan, is he?
He's from New York. I don't know if he may be a
Oh man, say,
hey,
you know
I tell you
what?
that damn shit out of me, man. I
You know
almost
what?
scared me.
Hey, you know what, Logic? I'm about to block you, bro. I'm about to block you, bro.
Okay, so Chuck says, laugh my ass off. I was transparent about questioning being in the club and got my VP pass taken. At least you can say that in all honesty. At least you can say that. Hell yeah, I went through shit. I went through shit to get to where I am, bro. I didn't get to where I was. My story is the story of Joseph and his brothers. And that's just the truth. Nobody knew it because I didn't tell the club business. But my story is the story of Joseph. The last shall be the first, and the first shall be the last. That's the way it went. So we have to ask. I said, I just wanted to put our club in a better position that when I'm gone, you know what I'm saying, that they could take it and run with it. And like I say, it's grooming time. See what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, that happened to me too. I've had when I was secretary, Chuck, just to give you some more laugh I asked. When I was secretary, oh hell, they wanted to take my secretary package. So and they did, but the club stood up for me and got it back. So it's a lot that went on with me. You know what I'm saying? Simply because of jealousy and misleading situations. But I thank God that we are nothing. Hey, I thank God that we're nothing like that today. I thank God that we are a great brotherhood. I thank God that we are so cool. And if don't nobody else mess with us, we mess with each other. Just like with my Monday, they say y'all open, we open too. We say we close. We don't care if it's 2 people there, if it's 200 people. We gonna be open because it's like a wayfaring situation. You come there, get you a drink, hang out, and you go right back home. And I appreciate you, DSK. You come a whole hour and a half almost. Coming down, real talk, coming down
Hey,
messing with us. So I appreciate you.
yeah, bro,
But
because I look at it, like this, man. I'm not just I don't just sit on the show on Wednesday and say I support you. I pull up
right,
because at the end of the day, it's not about what we do in our own individual lives. It's the effect that we have on other people's lives. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And I'm not just pulling up to try to get preferential treatment. Hey, shit, you gotta shit. We need to figure something out. Like I'm out, and it gives everybody the opportunity to see you in these locations. So it's not that, oh, because he do a show with Backdraft, he show up. Man, I fuck with your people, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with people out here. You know, so if when people have shit, I try to make it as often as I can. I may not be always able to make it. It just sometimes it just happens like that. But I do. I make a valiant effort to make it to DT Mob, you know what I'm saying, maybe once a month. Because I mean, at the end of the day, if I'm leaving the shop at 6 o'clock on a Monday, it's hard to leave and it be sunlight, you know what I mean? Now the summer months are different, but the winter months, yeah, bro, that motherfucker be dark, and you know how these highways be out here with these folks, bro.
Well, this is the thing, and you're right. But the thing about it is, man, it's I don't know, man. I just think that 2025 is. We say we coming alive in 2025. 2025 is going to be the year of fun. I'm a
2025 is a year of you organized, man. Downsize and organize.
yeah, strategize. No, I got try strategize. Damn, this goddamn crown apple got me going. Strat, I strategize. I strategize and organize. Number one. Number one. And number two, the year of fun, laughing, loving, and having fun, bro.
Bro, we got more years behind us. I mean, like
Yeah,
it's funny that we sit up here now and we talk about shit that's done happened 25, 30, even 35 and 40 years ago, bro. I mean, you and we celebrating 30 years of high school reunion.
yeah,
30 years of high school reunion, bro. So, you got to look at the people that's got 10 years on us, and then the people that we got 10 years on, right? So at some point, man, we have to bridge this generational gap to say, hey, man, look, we're going to leave you something that you can continue to hold on to. But man, we as a people are so fucked up, bro, that if we can't fix ourselves, I don't give a fuck what we leave behind. Nobody's going to be able to enjoy it.
yep. And but you know what? I think we're gonna be good, man. We're gonna be good. I think we're gonna have fun. We're gonna ride these motorcycles. You know what I'm
Chuck said
saying?
he
We're
joining
gonna
the club in 2025, man.
what club you join? Chuck, what
Whichever,
club you joining?
hey, whichever club he ain't got a prospect for.
Oh well, shit. It won't be DT Mob, man.
Hey man, it's a rolling rumor that says if you held a high position, you should have the prospect. I'm just saying. I know how it is on the 99
Hey,
side.
I'm, I'm gonna tell you something offline about that right there. Okay.
I can tell you that I know for a fact that if you held a position, you ain't prospecting in some of these clubs, bro.
Oh, he said he gonna make one.
Oh, okay.
What's it gonna be called?
Short stacks.
The Short Stack MC. Ooh, this love is so riding club. Oh my God.
Short stack
Uh,
MCs, man. Everybody got to
short,
be 5 foot and under.
short Stack MCs, man. Say, man. Hey, man. Shoebox MC, man. You know what I'm saying? That boy Chuck all right with me, but he the only nigga I know. He the only nigga I know that every blue he wear is gonna be matching. Him and JP,
Man, say,
that shit
man.
gonna be different shades, man.
Hey, Chuck look like the kind of dude, man. Chuck's so cool. Chuck look like all his outfits are on the hangers as outfits. Like he ain't gotta go pick up a shirt and a pair of pants. They all out. All his clothes are outfits.
You know what? You proud for that. You just gave me a serious ass picture because that's really how I be looking. I'm like, damn, that nigga can't wear that shit with
say,
him.
say, and he got the shoes hanging off the motherfuckers, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like when you go buy shit for a toddler, like you got the shirt, the pants, and the shoes all together, and a little hat. That's Chuck out. That's Chuck closet. His whole closet, bro, just like outfits and shoes
But
hanging
you
out
know
from.
what? I'm gonna tell you, man. I gotta admire them guys, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chuck and JP, man. I ain't. I'm gonna be clean, bro. Them cats, them niggas be clean, bro. I be watching
Yeah,
them and
hey,
seeing what
hey, him and Peter Main.
Peter
Hey, them
man.
niggas
Hey
be
man,
clean in the motherfucker, bro. I be
hey,
mad because my clothes is big. You know what I'm saying?
bro.
So I don't be looking as cool as them niggas be looking, man. I'm gonna lose some weight
Right?
just so I can wear my
That
clothes.
exactly, man. But he is the reason why I had to put. They are the reasons why I had to put a little more color in my footwear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta make like I had your hoodie on the other day. Say this the shit costs money hoodie teddy bear. I had to make sure the red that I had from the hoodie matched the damn red of my damn Air Maxes I had on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna come around Chuck them slipping like that, man. I'm not gonna do it. Them cats be on their game, man. Justin and Murphy. Oh, yeah, yeah. Chuck bad boy, man. That's my frat brother. You're a bad boy, man.
Hey, but you know what, man? In all fairness, bro, we jonesing, but it's still out of respect, man. Cause you got a lot of
Right.
respect for these cats, man. And anybody that has done it, you know what I'm saying? And we talk about how some of us on the set don't have to wear colors and still get recognized, right? And the fact of the matter is that I think it's because of the respect that we've received. You know what I'm saying? With the moves that we've made and shit like that, man. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers out here that's been around for a while, and you see them in their colors and don't know who the fuck they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the fact that we do have the ability to walk around, without a vest on that displays our name and people still know who we are, just means that you have a lot of respect. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it
I
it
know.
it it begins to be uh this thing that we can't run from. It's no different than you being the president of DT Mob, but bro, when people speak of Backdraft, bro, it's the mayor. It's not
Yeah.
the president of DT Mob. That's your title on the set, bro, but you're being more or less known for being the mayor. You know what I'm saying? And I hear that a lot. The mayor, the mayor, the mayor. And not just because you say it on your lives and shit, man, but you've gained that respect to have that title. I tried that whole governor shit. Motherfucker just laugh at me. Man, nigga, go on with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Just self-acclaimed ass governor, nigga. Go on with all that bullshit. But at the same time, man, it's the level of respect that they have for you in your position on this set. And it's gonna take, someone with the caliber of your position that says, hey, we have to stand up and we have to be strong. Uh we have to put this shit so that we can have the next generation continue on with this.
But And I'm gonna tell you, man. At first, I didn't receive that. Like I said before, I thought people were making fun of me. I didn't receive it at all. But once they told me why, and the crazy part about that, that name was given to me by several outlaw clubs. And you know, and I was like, oh, in that case, then, well, yeah, let me go and step in this. It's helped us out of a lot of situations. It's helped us mend a lot of fences. And if
Hmm.
that's what that does, that's what I can do, man. But it's up to me to keep a level head about it. You know, it's up to me to have humility, and I think I do. I don't ever go around bragging. I don't ever go back. These days I'm thanking God for a lot, man, because I'm seeing friends my age just drop. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing friends my age die of stuff that we never thought they died of. So I'm thanking God for every ounce of respect that He's given for people to give to me. I pray for I'm not perfect at all. We're not perfect at all, but I pray to make the right decisions for my club, for my family, for my friends, and things of that nature. But one thing I noticed, some days or some lonely days, you walk some lonely roads with subjects. You walk some lonely roads. You go to some lonely islands because some days you're on those islands by yourself. And you know, and then some days you don't want to be dependent on. Some days you don't want to give advice. You don't want to talk to nobody, you know, because when it's
Hmm.
time for you to go on the strength, when it's time for you to gain that strength, who do you gain the strength from? Because
Yes.
sometimes some people they'll take your cup and drink all your water.
Yeah.
But when you get thirsty, they ain't got no water. They're like, oh, I ain't got none. You know what I'm saying? But they want you to have some every time they're thirsty. Sometimes it gets
Which is the
taxing.
reason why I'll never give a motherfucker my last. You talk about giving a
Yeah.
nigga the shirt off your back, you gonna be the cold motherfucker. I'm not
Right.
doing it, bro. God didn't put me on this planet to give you my last. He put me on this. I'll help you out where I can.
I
And you're not supposed to. I'm not supposed to help you on the shit that I need. I help you with my overflow. This is the problem with
right.
motherfuckers. Y'all trying to help people in the position where you still in need. Fuck that. As long as you still in need, you can't help a motherfucker, man. You help a motherfucker in your overflow, bro.
Well, one thing we say as Masons, we help a brother, we help a worthy distressed master Mason without material injury to ourselves or our family. See what I'm saying? And that's what we do. I'm not telling them Masonic secrets, but that's what we do. And so my thing is, so if I got $5, I'm not gonna give you five because you need five. You know what I'm saying? I may say, hey man, you need $5. I got one to give you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it goes. But at the end of the day, um, it's like a lot of people they'll glean off of you. They'll glean off you. They're guys that I glean off of. What I mean by that is I sit with them. I learn. I sat with a guy Monday. We were gone from the mob house by 10:30, 10 o'clock. People was gone by 10:30 at the latest, you know, because it was cold and all that. But me and him sat there talking because he wanted to talk. And the stuff he was saying, I wanted to listen because he was teaching me. I didn't leave my house like 12:45, almost 1 o'clock. I'm sitting there talking to him, and I'm just letting him talk, and he is giving me this knowledge, which goes back to what I said. We have to learn how to respect the past so that we can secure the future. And I say it again. I'm not. I'm pro knowledge. We have to know, as in Dallas, we ride these bikes and we doing, if you truly about the set, as you say, and you truly about this, as you say, you need to know about the African man. You need to know about the Mandinkas and the difference. You need to know about the impact they had on this community. You need to know about scrap iron. You need to know about Stroker. You need to know about these people. You need to know about Mr. Les. The reason why I got so much respect for Mr. Les of old timers because in 2015, and I know I'm just gonna keep this quick. In 2015, that was the year of the Tulsa Roundup. I rode to the Tulsa Roundup in 2015 because in my garage here was scattered. I had Ziploc bags scattered and marked with a Sharpie of each part. Mr. Les T, they told me, man, I blew my engine in my Honda VTX. And they said, Mr. Les, man, can put that engine in. So I called Mr. Les. And Mr. Les, I said, Mr. Les, my name is Backdraft. I said, I'm with DT Mob. I said, they told me you the man to call to put in my engine. And he said, yeah, you can do that. I said, okay, well, how much are they going to run me? And he said, this is what Mr. Les told me. He said, oh, I charge you about $200. I said, shit. And I'm going to be honest with you. I said, $200 to put an engine in? Hell yeah, man. Shit. I'm going to take advantage of that shit. So Mr. Les came to my house. He had set his feet under my table at this house. And he came to my house and he said to me these most profound words he could have said to me at that time. He said, "Before this is over, you're going to know everything about your bike." That went in one ear and out the other. I said, "Okay, but what Mr. Les T did, he sat in a chair and told me everything to do to my bike. He did not hardly touch my engine. He didn't hardly touch nothing on my bike. And he said to me after about 2 hours, every time he came up, he said, "I think that's enough for tonight." And I was like, damn. At first I was like, God damn, I got fucked. That's what I'm thinking. Well, I didn't get fucked, okay, because he was right. I took that bike apart myself. He was telling me what to do, where to put it, and where to, but he did not touch that engine. And he said, and I put it together myself. It took me a month and a half, but I did it because I was on his time, and that was the best time that I ever had. Because he sat there, he said, by the time we finish, you gonna know everything about your bike. And I be damned, it was nothing about that damn VTX that I didn't know because I took that engine apart myself and scattered it across. So that's why I got so much respect and love for Mr. Les T, because he took the time to come over here and not, it goes back to what you said, giving the shirt off your back. He didn't give me the shirt off his back, but what he did was show me how to get a shirt. You dig what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
they say, I don't teach it, I don't give a man a fish, or you know that little saying, I just teach him how to fish.
Yeah.
That's what he did to me.
Yeah.
So it's about that.
If you feed him, he can eat for a day. But if you teach him how to fish, he can eat for a lifetime.
That's what you mean. Yeah, that's what it was. And that's what he did. So now, if I had to, now I ain't gonna lie, you know this, DSK, fuck that, I'd rather pay for it. I really ain't, who take that? Here,
Yeah.
how much you got? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Because see,
But,
even at this point in my life as a business owner, I'm switching gears to being a consultant. You know what I'm saying? I would rather teach you at this point. You know what I'm saying? So that you have the knowledge. Bro, there's so much shit that, when people leave here, they leave so much shit on the table. I don't want to leave it on the table. So if you want to pay me a consulting fee, I would sit with you and show you exactly what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? I'll provide a safe space if you want to do this on your own. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, my goal is to teach as many people as possible before I leave this motherfucker. Because the knowledge is not just for me. The knowledge is for everybody. And if I can't share it, that means I don't know it myself. There's some God-given shit that I can't teach you, right? That's how to listen to music. But even being in a situation where you've been out playing your bike, that I've been able to give you pointers to help you through,
oh yeah.
whatever you got going on, even in the field. A lot of us don't take the time out to teach people. You know what I mean? Not everybody has that kind of time. But if you want to learn, I'm willing to teach you. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to cost you, but it's not going to cost you as much as you would have me work for you. But to consult you, yeah, we can get it in. That's a fact, Jack.
And with that being said, man, this is, I ain't gonna lie, the first podcast of the year has been a great. It's been great, and I can't wait for the consulting. I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. And I'm gonna tell y'all, man, for people, y'all better take advantage of that because that's an awesome thing that he is starting, and with the upgrade, I think that people will learn their bikes more. I think you'll learn the differences between like I never knew what phase on the motorcycle. I didn't know. I never knew what phasing was. Now I can actually hear and tell when something is phasing. You know what I'm saying? Things of
Or
that
out of
nature. So,
phase.
man,
Yeah, out of phase.
out of phase, yeah. So, shouts out to you on that, man. I know that this year is gonna be your year. Things, it's gonna be your year. Things are gonna go great for you. It's gonna be. I'm telling you, God's gonna bless you to where, man, you're going to have to hire some more help. You're gonna have to do it, man, because it's gonna be so overflowing over there on Handler Eaterville. And I'm telling you, man. But shouts out to my boy KJ. Let me tell his podcast. He's got a podcast too, and I also remember 3 DFW, Three Wheel Kings, my man on here. I saw what you just put on the live. I need to holler at you, boy, because I'm the real deal, Jack. So, but shouts out to everybody who's tuned in, man. This is the first one of the year. We doing our thing. It can only go up from here. We having fun. Sweet Tea, Guns, Youngster, Chuck, Winky Wink. Everybody's on here. Santa Fox. She said you too. Cena said you too comfortable on that seat, man.
Shit. That's why it's on the couch, baby. We chilling, man. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, Touche on here, Logic, man, shout, Superfly, all these people. Shouts out to y'all first part, Jewels, Sharp Eye. Shouts out to y'all being on Latoya,
Yeah,
all
Alpha
y'all.
Lake, Kenya, yeah,
Bob,
yeah.
Bob, yeah, Two Shots. I'm
Mr.
just getting y'all,
Rozier,
huh?
Mr. Rozier.
Yeah, Mr. Rozier, Uncle Bruno's on here. Shouts out to y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. But man, we're gonna have a good time in 2 weeks, man. The blackout. I'm gonna tell you right now, if we're out of bands, we're gonna be out, man. It is what it is. But you know, we're gonna have a good time with the people we get, and we're gonna do the work, and we're gonna put in the work and make sure we give an experience for the people that's there, man. I appreciate everybody for supporting DT Mob, whether it's Mob Monday, whether it's the Feed the Homeless, whether it's the whiteout, our anniversary in June, whether it's the blackout in January, anything we got going, we try to be in the community. Shouts out to, and I know they're on here. Shouts out to the ladies of shit.
Slow down, Joe.
Shout
Slow down,
ladies
T-Dog. Damn.
Alpha Kappa Alpha Alpha Xi Omega chapter. That's Thriller's mom's chapter, and she set us up to where we're a part of the CHIP program, and we feeding these kids every Friday at these elementary schools. You'd be surprised at people who don't have nothing to eat and they're right around you, man. So if you can help somebody, just help them, dog. We piss away $20. So ask God for the spirit of discernment. He'll show you who's genuine and who's not, and just help somebody. Don't tell nobody. You dig what I'm saying?
Whoop, there it is. And don't forget, playlist wars. If you feel like your bike can sustain this level of competition, man, come on, man. Come have some fun. Come play your music. And shit, it is what it is, bro. It's not about, you know what I'm saying, what these other sound competitions about. This is about your music. So if your bike is
Yeah.
loud enough to play music, you come play your music. And we're gonna let you
I might
know.
And they either gonna say one or two things, brother. Turn that shit up or turn that shit off. One of the two, man. So be ready.
So let's
This
have
has
some
been,
fun. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
This has been
Hey,
the
we
NI.
need. Hey, I want to see you guys on the white couch. I know y'all got some shit to talk about, man. Come sit down on the white couch, man. Let's get the shit off your chest. You know what I'm talking about, man. Let's make this some fun shit. You know what I'm saying? So that we got our own shit, bro. We got our own shit. The DFW, we got our own shit. And don't get me wrong, and I'm gonna touch on this and I'm gonna break off. But Draft, you said something earlier about people getting on their bikes and leaving out. Bro, we don't have to go nowhere in the Metroplex. We got enough entertainment right here in the DFW. We don't have to reach out. We just choose to. But we got a lot
Right.
of talent right here. We got a lot of talented people right here in our backyard. So we want to expose y'all for that, man, and really have these conversations. You know what I'm talking about? Because everybody a superstar in their own right.
That's right.
So
This has been the In Our Opinion podcast with your boy Disky the Great and your boy Bad G's of the Magneto in the building, man. Tune in
Texas
on
stand
Wednesday.
up.
The next time you see me and Disky, we both gonna be sitting on that white couch with a special guest. He ain't gonna be sitting like he's sitting now, though. I'm just letting you
Nah, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna be chilling, man. You know
know.
what I'm saying?
Like that. Not with
No,
me. Hey,
no. And hopefully for our first interview of the year, we got somebody that's really prominent in the industry, and it'll be uh uh a real legitimate show. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the swearing and all that old type of shit, man, we're gonna put in our back pocket, man. We're gonna really have a good
right.
show. So it's about respect again. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we got going on, man. We appreciate everybody for checking in tonight. And man, y'all stay up, man. Y'all share this shit, man. Y'all share this shit. It don't even cost you nothing. It don't cost you
No.
nothing to share this live. You know what I'm saying? Nothing at all. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't asking you to subscribe to shit. All we asking y'all to do is share this shit so that we can get the information out to everybody. That's all. It don't take a click, 2 clicks. Hit share and hit post. You ain't gotta type nothing. Just share the goddamn information. Y'all are so stop being selfish. This is in your overflow. Facebook is overflow. That's it.
That's
Facebook
it.
overflow. Share that shit. I'll let you boy.
Peace.